So the first couple games for the Bulls, I just didn't get a chance to check out their games, but since they were winning, I was like, I gotta lock in for the next two games. I watched them from start to finish, and my goodness, Buzelis at 21 years old, he's passing the eye test for sure. And obviously, in this video, I will be talking about his breakout game against the Kings, where he had 27 points efficiently in 34 minutes, and he did it on both ends of the floor. But also, I want to shout out him for coming up clutch against Atlanta in a very tight game. And the plays I'm about to show you really showcase his versatility. He's 6'10", but he has the ability where you can give him the rock and give him a screen and say, go to work. And here, Atlanta disrespects his three-point shot because guess what? At this time, he was 1 of 6 from 3. And overall, to start the year, he's been struggling from 3. However, in the fourth quarter, in the biggest moment, 2:35 left in the game, tied at 118, he has the confidence to rise up and hit it. With his mechanics and confidence, I believe when it's all said and done in his prime, I think he's going to be like a 38 to 40% shooter. Like, he's going to be capable of shooting that each and every season. And then you see his versatility defensively. You can put him on Porzingis to end the game, to take away Atlanta's biggest advantage, aka the pick and pop game with Trae Young and Porzingis. Vucevic was struggling to handle that and stretch out to the perimeter defensively, so why not put Buzelis on him? So now Atlanta believes it's a mismatch, but guess what? He can hold his ground and force a pass. It leads to a turnover and an easy bucket in crunch time. Arguably, in my opinion, that was the biggest stretch of the game. And Buzelis had his fingerprints all over it. Defensively, he's definitely going to be a problem because he has extreme length. He's got great foot speed. He can stay in front of guys. But on top of that, he's got the IQ. He knows where to be. He knows how to help. He knows how to rotate. And most importantly, he's bought in on that end of the floor. Here's a great play to showcase all of that. He's guarding Duncan Robinson. The number one thing you got to do against him is run him off the three-point line, make him dribble. He does just that while staying attached. They pass it to Tobias, who's posting up, a smaller guard. Tobias goes quick, and at this point, it seems like it's going to be a free, easy layup. But the length just bails out the Bulls on this possession. What a block from behind. Right now, Chicago's winning because of their defense. Top 3 in the NBA for defensive rating as I'm recording this video. And with him on the court, they have a 106.1 defensive rating. And probably my favorite trait about him is he can get his offense off within the flow. He doesn't have to dominate the basketball. And honestly, that's a work in progress for his game right now. But you can tell there's tons of potential as we're going to go over. But he's so good moving without the basketball, cutting at the right time, and is creating easy buckets. And that trait is just a perfect fit next to pass-first players like Josh Giddey and Trey Jones. Now let's talk about him on the basketball. You're seeing signs of potential. I enjoy the pace on this play. And you see Javonte Green try to cut him off, maybe get a steal, but Buzelis shields him off completely and then recognizes he's doubled, passes the corner for 3. He misses badly. It comes right back to him. Then look at the quick instincts. This is just a winning play from a winning player. Unfortunate miss, but he stays active on the glass and the length takes over. Detroit is just too small, and guess what? He makes the correct pass and it leads to another butt-naked open 3. Just an unfortunate miss. Look at him do a great job of lining up this screen. This pivot sets up everything. So now he's rubbing shoulders with Nikola Vucevic. The defender has no room to get through that screen. And again, the pace of play. He slows up, waits for the guy to recover, then explodes while creating contact because he knows he has the size advantage. And the small defender gets stunned and he's going right up with it. So quick to go up, there's no chance for him to recover. That quickness on the finish was also key to get that shot off against Porzingis. One of the best shot blockers in the league and he finished with the weak hand. But that's the thing, when he finishes, he is fully comfortable with the left or right hand. Honestly, he really doesn't have a weak hand. He loves dribbling with his left hand, navigating that way, or his right. And this is just insane at his size. First off, he's bringing it up the floor like a point guard between behind the back setup dribble. And I guarantee you Jalen Johnson does not believe he's taking the baseline because there's not much room there. I mean, it's crazy. He's able to absorb this contact while staying on balance, while not stepping out of bounds. once, then a reverse slam-a-jamma like it's nothing. I've been impressed with his ability to fight through contact. Great job setting up the spin move by going left, and then he just goes through DeMar DeRozan. And then how about this one? In the pick and roll, once again playing at such a slow pace. Ball faking to Vucevic to freeze Sabonis while laying it up immediately after. Working with Vucevic in the second half, and you would think he's just going to continue his dribble right. Nope, he's going to cross over. And that frees up a passing lane, and he makes a left-handed pass to Vucevic for the hook shot. Come on now. And now he's just having fun. DeMar gets aggressive, no worries, spin move, loses control, but he maintains possession between the legs just like that. At this point, you would think he's screwed, but he sees an opportunity to create contact with the foul baiting swipe through, and he picked up his dribble way far from the basket. One step, two step, and he's at the rim. And the icing on the cake, he switches from his left to right to finish. He's so smooth for his size, and I really think his ability to finish and dribble with either hand is such an advantage. And despite his slim build, surprisingly, he's consistently pushing guys off their spot when he's driving, and he accepts contact. I think he's going to be getting to the foul line at a high rate in his prime. Right now, he's averaging 3.3 free throws per game, which is very good for a 21-year-old rookie with his build. It's just crazy he's able to impact the game like this already, because you can tell he's still very raw and growing into his body and still figuring it out at the NBA level. Can you imagine what he looks like 5 years down the road? And you can tell he works hard off the court. I mean, his footwork tells it all, and the way he dribbles at his size. That's what really gives me confidence in him, because he believes in himself. He has irrational confidence. And on top of all that, he's not a one-dimensional player. He's going to affect the game on both ends of the floor. And he's proven that he can work on the basketball, off the basketball, and as a connector. He's going to be a star for sure. Let me know your thoughts below.